To me, the biggest learning experience was when I got to Afghanistan. I had taken a class called Modern Foreign Governments back at Georgetown, taught by the very wonderful Jean Kirkpatrick, who unfortunately is no longer with us. And that class was about the range of countries that exist in the world in terms of their different levels of development, their different levels of sophistication of government, how they're functioning and such not. And it's one thing to see that in the classroom, but it's another thing to see it playing out in the real world. So I got to Afghanistan. Uh, Afghanistan had had a king for 25 years. All right. So this poor king, who everybody hated, by the way, took a vacation. And the day after I arrived in Afghanistan, they overthrew the king. So here I was in the middle of a revolution. All right. We knew that this socialist named Mohammed Daoud had taken over the country, kicked out the king, and pretty much that's all we knew. So we were in the middle of parades, and they were kind of gentle riots, but nonetheless there were riots. The airport was closed. We couldn't leave the country. The American embassy was closed. We didn't know what was going on. So here we were in, Newsweek described Afghanistan at that point as a country that was about to spring into the 16th century. So here we were in this very undeveloped country, unable to leave, not really knowing what was going on, and witnessing a revolution. It's not the kind of thing you expect to happen on a trip, but I was studying government, and here was an example of a failing government right in my face. And to me, it was one of the most memorable travel experiences I've ever had and probably ever will have. Most of the time, we weren't scared because the people seemed to be in a good mood. And there were kind of tanks running around and jeeps running around, and people were yelling and fireworks and so on and so forth. And we kind of spent a lot of time up on the roof of the hotel watching it all. The only scary moment is we were up on the roof watching what was going on outside, and a couple of jeeps pull up to the hotel. The guys get out, go in our hotel, and drag one of the guests out. To me, that was the only moment that it got scary because we didn't know what they were looking for. Da, 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 da. And we were okay. Well, we're kind of getting tired of this revolution, and maybe it would be a nice time to leave. Fortunately, a couple of days later, someone came to our hotel and said, "The airport's open, get out." So everyone was told to leave. We ran to got to the airport as quickly as we could, and then just took off. But we were there for a week in this period of uncertainty and not really knowing what was going on.